I am majorly glowing in this video because today's video is on the new Patrick Ta Major Glow Highlighter Duo. That's right. Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Maryam here. Today I'm going to be reviewing this new product from Patrick Ta. There are 5 shades of this one altogether. There was recently a big party in LA that I didn't attend because I was here in New York, but it was basically for the launch of these new highlighters, which of course are on my face right now, and I am glowing majorly, like I said, but you'd have to watch this video in its entirety, watch it until the end for the final verdict. I am going to be swatching all of these, not just on my bare face, but also on my arm, so that you could see all the different shades, all the textures, compare them. I'm going to be talking about the prices. I'm going to be talking about Patrick's signature technique in how to get the glow his way. Also, wait for the PR package. Wait till you see what they sent in this PR package. But don't be confused, just because it is a PR package doesn't mean that I am gonna go crazy honest AF on the products, because that's just what I do here on my channel, and some people may like it, some people may not, but like I said, is what I do. If you are here for that, then give this video a thumbs up. You know the drill. Subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, and let's hit it. Patrick Ta Major Glow Highlighter Duos review, swatches, and a full face. Here we come. Okay, fresh face. I don't have anything on my face outside of just a couple of dots of strategic concealing. Let's talk about the product that we are going to be reviewing today. And by we, I mean me. Just me for you. So, for we. Never mind. Patrick Ta Major Glow Duo is what we're talking about. This is a $40 product, and it is a duo product with a cream on the top. Looks very reminiscent of his cream foundations, but also this packaging reminds me of some of NATASHA DENONA's packaging. So we have the cream on top, we have the powder on the bottom, and if you are familiar with Patrick Ta, he is a major makeup artist turned influencer turned content creator turned brand owner. I do love his products. I've reviewed many of them here on my channel. But where was I going with that? Ah, yes. If you know Patrick, he has a unique way of applying some of his cream and powder blushes and now highlighters. So typically, we would apply the cream product first and then we would set it with the powder. Patrick does the very opposite. For his signature glow, use his signature technique. Layer cream over powder. You heard it, cream over powder. And the texture is supposed to seamlessly diffuse for a multi-dimensional, show-stopping luminosity. So we are gonna do just that. But first I wanna swatch all of these. But before I even get into that, I do wanna talk about this PR package that I received. It's pretty big, so I'm not gonna include it in this footage. Instead, I'm gonna pop up some iPhone footage right now so you could take a look at all of these beauties up close. Another thing that I wanted to mention were some of the things that they included in this glow-inspired, this light and shining bright, like a diamond-inspired PR package. Take a look at this necklace that they included in the PR package. This is a collaboration between Patrick and Azatur, as you can see here. I did not know who Azatur was. I looked him up. He is apparently a celebrity jeweler, a diamond dealer, and he specializes... Oh, one sec. And he is actually the innovator of the 250,000 black diamond nail lacquer. Hello, if there's anyone you want to send some nail lacquer to, I'm over here just saying. Just kidding. But anyway, this is pretty amazing. This is an extraordinary gift. Apparently, because this collection is inspired by diamonds, pieces like this were used for the campaign. So I am just super, super grateful. This is so beautiful. And I just love pairing something so simple yet so feminine and delicate with just like a simple t-shirt. Moving on to the product, which is also equally as beautiful, and I don't even want to dip my fingers into, but I'm going to dip my fingers into it. Let's do some face swatches. I'm gonna swatch the cream and also the powder side by side, starting with the lightest skin tone shade. I guess you could call this a champagne shade. This one is called Sugar. Don't want to ruin the beauty, but I have to. Okay, let's go. Oh, I was expecting this to be harder, like a balm, but this is actually quite glossy. Oh, this is stunning. This is stunning. Of course, you can also wear this on your own. It's kind of reminding me of the Westman Atelier formula. Really, really glossy, super luxurious on the skin. I like it. Shade Sugar. All right, and now, right next to it, or I guess maybe underneath, I'm gonna do the powder. Okay, which is a lot more subdued, I would say. And I guess I get it. If you were to plop this particular powder over this balm, I mean, you could do it, but it almost tones it down and it becomes sort of basic, like a basic highlighter. So I understand the opposite layering. Anyway, this is shade Sugar. Moving on to the next shade. Next shade we have here is called Daddy, and this one has a hint of peach, I would say. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that on this side. Not gonna dig crazy, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit with my finger. This one has those tiny micro flecks of peach, which I don't know if you can see. And then right underneath is the powder, which is giving that little bit of peach. I like this one. And then I just realized that maybe face swatches aren't the best idea, considering the fact that these do have some sparkles, and the sparkles are really hard to remove unless you just entirely wash your face after each swatch, but some of them will still remain, so perhaps the face swatches won't be as true. For that, I will definitely pop up an arm swatch of all the shades, but just for the sake of trying the rest of them, I'm gonna try the rest of them. Here is shade Honey. This is a little bit deeper. Definitely has a gloss feel, which I would say is much, much, much more liquidy than a cream. All right, I think you can kind of get a gist for the shade here on my skin, but very subtle, very dainty. Okay, this next shade that I'm gonna swatch is called Baby, and it is just such a stunning pink. This one looks like it has some micro pearls that are both pink and blue. And then for the powder, I loaded some up on my finger here, and this one is definitely giving pearlescent or opalescent. All right, gonna quickly remove that. All right, and then for the final shade, this one I have to say is probably the shade that I'm most interested in personally because it's just so unique and different. It is extra white looking, but really I think this is supposed to be that diamond-like shade. Kind of reminds me of that Sizzly gloss from like 2016. I believe that one was called White Diamonds, and it was a really expensive gloss, and this is definitely giving me that. Might have to pull that White Diamonds gloss out because this is surely the brightest and to me the most interesting shade. Okay, let's do the powder. Yes, this is extremely, extremely reflective. It almost has like a silver tinge to it. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm hoping you can tell, but I can't see the monitor. I can't see the camera. I'm gonna have to give you a close-up. Oh yeah, you could definitely see it in the close-up, so I'm gonna include that. Thank you. And this one, I will say, the powder is extremely reflective, a lot more than any of the others. I was right. This is the shade that is the most interesting, indeed, because it's the most different. But anyway, now that we've swatched all of those, now that I've popped up the arm swatches side by side, I wanna apply my full face of makeup and I wanna glow the Patrick Ta way. Let's go. So first things first, I brought all of my utensils. I have a new universal shade of the DENONA My Blurring Balm Powder. Look how fresh and new it is. I actually stood in line at Sephora yesterday just to snatch this baby. And I was standing in that Sephora line gladly because the weather outside right now is scorching. It is so humid. It's not really pleasurable to be outside in such humidity. Even though I love the heat, heat and humidity is not my fave. So now I also did grab one of my favorite cream foundations. Of course, it's from Patrick Ta. You guys remember I reviewed this, I believe in 2020 or 2021 when it came out, and it was one of my favorites. So this is shade Light Medium 1. I thought that I would use this on one side of the face and maybe also my forehead, and on the other side of the face I would use like an Armani Luminous Silk, just because probably not everyone has the Patrick Ta foundation, and generally products from the same brand are formulated to work best with other products from the same brand, so I kind of wanted to give it a shot, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna apply the Patrick Ta cream foundation on one side of the face, quickly buffing that in. Should probably also do the forehead. Okay, skin looks more or less even. Gonna add concealer, but wait, actually, let me apply foundation to the other side of the face. This is shade 6. That's what I typically use. My Lawless brush that I really, really love. Now I'm gonna apply some concealer, NATASHA DENONA shade N9. Then I'm gonna use YENSA Beauty shade Medium concealer for the under eye. Rare Beauty brush. Okay, she's looking more or less more awake. I'm just gonna use the same brush to buff out spots. All right, for the blush, obsessed with this Huda Beauty Strawberry Cream blush. It's been on repeat every day since I reviewed it. This one is the one. It is my favorite shade. Dare I say, I like this blush even more than the Rare Beauty. I know, it's saying a lot. But I really love the pigment on this one. It is not too much, it is just right. It blends out so seamlessly, and the shade is just the most fashionable, flattering, skin perfecting shade I've ever met. I mean, this just works into your skin so quickly. Should have probably used a Patrick blush, but truth be told, I don't often reach for Patrick's blushes. And so I just want to reach for something that I'm currently reaching for, which right now is the Huda. Might have applied way too much blush on this side. I got carried away. Actually, I think this blush adheres slightly different to the Patrick Ta Unset Cream Foundation as opposed to the Luminous Silk here. I mean, this just looks a lot more intense, and I applied the exact same amount outside of what was remaining on the brush, but I don't think it would make that big of a difference. It is what it is. All right, so now I'm gonna set the under eye, set the rest of the face, and then we will test the Patrick Ta Glow using the One Size Ultra Pink Powder by Patrick Star, not to be confused with Patrick Ta, which by the way, they are both killing it with their brands. Both Patricks are doing their thing, and it's super, super nice to see. All right, so the under eye set. Next, I'm gonna move on to setting the face with the Patrick Ta powder. I'm gonna use this Mario brush. Okay, cute. We are looking ready. Okay, so now that I have pretty much my face, my very basic face base on, I do want to test out some highlighters. I'm gonna grab this peachy shade, Shade Daddy. I'm going to grab this small brush. This is from Laura Lee, Los Angeles. Brush number L36. Pick up a little bit of that powder. I'm just gonna glaze my cheekbone with it. I mean, that looks really pretty, really wearable, really approachable. The powder is very soft. I don't see it highlighting any of my acne scars over here. Like if I crinkle my eyes a lot, I don't really see the product settling into the crinkles. It's laying nicely on the skin. Okay, not sure if he does this part with a sponge or with a brush or with fingers. I'm just gonna grab this tiny little Fenty sponge that has some cat hair on it, so maybe that wasn't a great idea. Just gonna get some of that gloss on it, okay? And I'm gonna glaze it over. Oh my, that is so incredibly innovative and gorgeous. I definitely think that the sponge is the way to do it, but you might want to diffuse the edges with your fingers. At least I want to, just so that you can see a smoother transition between the gloss and your skin, or if you have any sort of matte concealer underneath. That looks absolutely amazing. If I had my hair, thank you. If I had my hair all the way up and away from my face, this is what I would do. If I had my hair nicely slicked and snatched back, this would be the perfect technique. Honestly, I do this already with the Westman Atelier highlighters, and I feel like this is sort of the same technique, except it gives you both the powder and the highlighter in one, so it's genius. All right, so now for the other side, I kinda want to go for both the pink and the white. Actually, let me just go for the pink first. There's no room on this table. The pink by itself is a very wearable pink highlighter. This will go great with a bubblegum pink blush. It's just very refreshing, and the powder doesn't feel very pigmented. There's definitely a lot of sparkle, but not so much powder, so that actually makes it more wearable. All right, so now I'm gonna dip another side of the sponge into the gloss. I'm gonna tap that over slightly. Oh, it just brings it alive. It's so dainty and so pretty, like incredible. And now, kind of want to do something crazy. I don't want to mix these shades, but I definitely want to try the white. So I'm gonna try the white on my brow bone. I feel like it's only fair. So I'm gonna dip a smaller brush, Sigma blending brush, right directly into that powder white. My Love is the name. I mean, this is just so extremely blinding. This could serve as like that microfine, wet looking eyeshadow. I'm actually gonna apply it all over my eye, all over my movable lid, like that. Because we've got more important things to concentrate on, which is this brow highlight. I'm gonna apply this all over the brow bone, also all over the lid because this is too stunning to waste. I'm gonna apply this in the inner corner as well. Oh! Gotta be joking me, this is so pretty. I can't. And then again, I'm gonna take this little sponge, this one's from Fenty. I'm gonna dip this flat edge into the gloss, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh my, it just kinda seals it in, marries everything together. This is stunning. Of course, I'm gonna show you a close-up. Let me just do the other side. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculously insane and stunning. Where's my phone? Are you ready? Okay, take a look. Here is that glow. What? Stop it. Stop it right now. Oh, it's sickening. It is just so sickening. This is like one of those products that if you're going for glam, And specifically, I'm talking about the white shade because it is just so bright, even on my skin tone. It is very, very bright and very glam and very dramatic. It's reminding me of white diamonds, okay? It is really blinding, but it is also just so chic and so sophisticated. I see this, honestly, with a white t-shirt, with my hair slicked back tight, perhaps with a little arranged, glued down bang moment. You know what I'm trying to say? Some sort of a wave. Perhaps minimalistic makeup, just the glow, healthy skin, glossy lips, maybe spidery lashes. Do you see the vision? I see the vision in my head, and I think I want to recreate this vision for an event or for something. Because honestly, this product blew my mind a little bit. It blew my mind. Definitely the standout for me is the shade My Love, which is the one that I keep on talking about. But I will say, Shade Baby is a contender. It is up there. It is really, what's the word? Not loud, not in your face, but dainty. It makes a presence, you know? The skin tone shades are also very, very lovely. And I gotta say, I love the technique of layering the gloss over the powder. And I'm calling it gloss because that's just what it's reminding me of. It reminds me of a gloss as opposed to a cream. It's not really balmy. It's definitely like a gloss. It's more on the glossy side. I appreciate this different type of formulation. I don't know if you can actually recreate this sort of vibe with a regular highlighter and some sort of a dewy balm. Perhaps you can do this with the Westman Atelier, but it will be tricky. And I think the trick here is that this, wow, things are just falling off my table. Amazing. Back to what I was saying. I think the trick here is that the powder itself is very, very fine and it's not super duper pigmented. There is some sparkle, but you're not really getting a lot of color with these powders. So because you're not getting a lot of color, it is easier to layer something sheer but glossy over it. That's kind of my take on it. So with that, that is my review. Do with that what you may. I think personally, these products, or this product in these 5 shades, is worth the $40 because you do get 2 variations. It is a duo. It is offering a signature take on a highlighter, the Patrick Ta way. I appreciate that. I think it's a unique standpoint and I'm here for it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I am definitely looking forward to playing with this product some more, specifically those 2 shades that are my fave from the collection. And on that note, I am going to end this video. I'm gonna say farewell to you guys. Comments below, questions, concerns, I'm all ears. I'm here for you. DM me on IG, TikTok, whatever your flavor is. I'm here. I love you guys. Peace out, and I'm out. Deuces!